Okay, so I know some of the homework was really hard, so I'm posting this problem as an example. But let me know if there's a different one as well. So I've made a statement reason chart, and the first thing I always do is start with the given. So the first given here I see is DF bisects, it means cut in half, angle GDE. And it's right there as a given. And the second thing I see is that DG is congruent to DE. Okay, and that's also given. Now I know I get stuck when I don't mark them, so I'm going to mark them. So DF cuts in half GDE. So that must mean this angle and this angle are equal if it got cut in half. That's not in my proof yet, so let's write that in. So angle GDF is congruent to angle FDE, and we know that because we just read this, and we know what bisect means, so write definition, bisect. Okay. Alright, let's see here, DG, so that's this, is congruent to DE. Alright, I see I have two reasons, so it's not quite enough. I can see that these two triangles share this line right here, so that's equal to itself. So I'm going to put DF is congruent to DF, and that's called reflexive because they actually share the same side, so it has to be equal. That's why I can write there equal. Alright, now I've got three things. I have a side, an angle, a side, in that order. Side, angle, side, so we know the triangles are equal, so triangle GDF is congruent to triangle that's called the exact same pattern, EDF. Alright, however, I'm not done because it doesn't ask to prove the triangle, it asks to prove these two angles right here are congruent. But I know, as soon as I have the whole triangles equal, all the parts have to be equal. So I write this, angle G is congruent to angle E. And I know that by CPCTC. This in English means if the triangles are congruent, then the parts have to be. In math language it says corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. CPCT. All right.